welcome to your Monday, June 15th Power Hour meeting with Caitlin, Carly, and Claire, where we will go over some worldwide news, maybe some sports, maybe some reality TV, some GTA specific stats that we run manually every week.
I can hear you repeating some.
I think I'm on in an office somewhere behind me. It sounds like it's like behind here.
We're so sensitive to this.
Maybe if somebody's watching live in the office near us, just turn down your volume because we can hear it echoing.
I hear something.
It's over there.
Somebody's maybe doing comments.
Yeah, it's okay. If you're watching while you're in the office, just turn down your own volume because we can hear ourselves. About a second
We
later.
have ADHD where
Yeah,
those things overstimulate our brains.
It's only our problem, not everyone else's problem, but just us.
I think we need a formal diagnosis.
That's okay. So tell us how the weekend was. We're officially into summer now, right? Mid-June. Who ran open houses? Elio, how that was at Alistair?
Yeah, 699.
$6.99 underpriced
A day.
offer date.
No Saturday, great day I ever eat on beat.
15, 20 people on the Saturdays. That's a lot. And that
That
is
is a lot.
Scarborough, popular, nice price cut. McAllen and Kingston Road. Very good. Yes, detached.
$6.99.
Yeah. And offer day is
Tuesday 23rd.
Tuesday the 23rd. Okay, so that's good.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, interesting. How many showings so far?
22.
22.
Do you think you'll be bumping up that offer date?
We did have an offer last night. I'm not taking it.
Okay, but someone's trying. So you might have an earlier offer night, but if not, you've got another weekend you can.
Well, I had 2 couples of gigs through. They're doing home inspection today.
Okay, like a pre-inspection. Okay, that's interesting. We haven't seen that in a long time. That's a good way to prep for an offer night. So, if you
So
guys,
is that a fully detached or what is it?
Where we eat that.
And the prices, list prices, $6.99 fully detached Scarborough bungalow.
Yeah,
Back bungalow.
have that walkout basement, set entrance.
Is it?
Actually, it is.
So it's an old grandma's house, right?
I was just gonna say, you know what that price?
Those are our favorite.
Just wondering, that seems like a pretty good price, doesn't it? Holy
Very
smokes.
good price. Scarborough has really good opportunity under $1 million.
Roughly about 750, 775.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Even at that price, $7.75. So if somebody's thinking about advertising something, there's something there.
Scarborough under 800,000. I'm even seeing Pickering prices coming down to about 900-ish thousand almost for
For a
detached.
nice, like a 10-year-old detached single car garage.
Yeah. So prices are coming down still.
Hmm.
But still good activities under that 800,000 mark. So that's good.
Sandeep's seen this something different.
He's in Thornhill, over $1 million, and we're still competing.
Again, last week, same plans and multiple offer. Attended open house.
This is the 6th one or the 5th?
Sorry,
6th or 5th?
5th.
Okay, so
Oh,
same
wow.
as, yeah.
5th offer we both lost in last 5 weeks. Same 1.3. 990 and listing 84 Connaught. Very different property, but with the layout and one open house, I think I saw within half an hour, 8-9 families. Very easy.
Was this the same one that you had lost for only about 5,000? So different again, still trying. Still not listening to you for their offer
No,
price.
This was very difficult. I mean, I think this property is perfect for Airbnb. The way they decorated the property and sunlight, sunroof and what. But they decided to have an offer date after 9 days. They took the offer on 3rd or 4th days because so many showings. 999, I was 1.250, still we lost.
Oh, they're really listing low over there, eh?
Yeah, so it's 999 trying to get 1213. What do they end up at? You don't know yet.
I just checked, told conditional,
Yeah.
don't know the price.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how different pockets are so different, eh? And different types of properties. That's a higher price point too, so it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Are condos still slow? You guys have condo listings?
Yeah. One day, not an open house. It was in a estate sale.
For a condo?
No,
Mm-hmm.
but don't know what happened. It just was sold conditional because the closing, not the closing, I mean the condition to be lifted is next month.
It could be the sale of the purchaser's property then.
So it's more than 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say it's a sale of the buyer's property then, conditional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyone online run open houses or anyone else?
Tenants, I think those are going crazy still.
I think that depends on which pocket as well.
Durham, they're good.
That's good.
I put a downtown lease up and
Nothing.
9 showings.
Yeah.
And the tenant keeps doing time suggestions. He's like,
Oh my gosh,
rejected
trust
every
me.
single fucking.
Trust me. I had like 6 cancellations,
Yeah.
rescheduling.
Yeah. So on one hand, your landlord client wants to lease it out right away so that there's no gap between tenants. On the other hand, it's very hard to get people in the door to show it to come up with that. So it's a fine balance.
So
Your tenant gave notice. The tenant gave notice.
Same in,
Someone was leaving.
same in her
That's-
situation.
that's
So now
the
they're
same
not-
as
now
my
they're not
situation.
cooperating?
Yeah. We have the same thing. The basement
You're
tenant.
really nice about it. So I can't be like.
Yeah.
It's their right.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
We had a client that was successful on doing an N11 this week. She wants to sell, and they did an agreement with the tenant. After Beta's lesson and all of that, they decided to do cash for keys, and her tenant's leaving, which could be bad, but they were successful in negotiating something with them. But
We have to file with LTV fund.
okay, lots of fun things with tenants right now, eh?
Interesting.
I don't know. Realtors? You had to go LTB for
My
what?
girl did something. Yeah. My girl did something different where she paid, I think $1,000 up front just for inconvenience. And then she's giving them her deposit for the next property. So it ended up being about $4,000, which I thought was a very reasonable thing for her to want to sell the property. And then
once deposit plus
first and last and $1,000 bonus for leaving on time. So that worked out well. Like, it seems like a lot of money up front, but I told her like that's actually pretty good. And then if the tenant moves out, at least she'll be able to sell it knowing the tenant's leaving or there's a vacant one. But this landlord in particular lives in Sweden and she's just a young girl. She doesn't want to hold on to it anymore. So the landlord or the tenants, and they did get her standpoint. Some would just be like, no, thank you. But the leases are lower right now too. So she was able to get a lower price on a same type of unit. So it kind of worked out.
There was like this specific page, the landlord and a tenant mostly, and you have to see the things that people say, like 6 months, 12 months,
Yeah.
18 months.
So that's what I was telling her. I'm like, I know it seems like a lot, but I'm seeing like $10,000-$20,000 requests. So it sucked, but they were reasonable. And she ended up not having to hire the paralegals that came in because I think they wanted $3,000. So everything just kept kind of adding up. So she had to be very cautious and careful. And I had to put in my emails being like, I am not giving you legal advice, but I had everything in writing on my side too.
So what you gonna give the money after the exchange keys?
Yeah, so they did ask her for it up front, and then we explained why. So she ended up just saying, I won't give it to you until the keys are handed over. But they ended up finding a lease, and so she got lucky right now. But now we got to sell it. So she might have a vacant unit for
Now
some
that's
time,
for her.
but it's better to sell them vacant anyways than with a tenant. Because some people will take out tenanted property as a filter altogether. And when you go there, you don't know if it's clean. So Yeah.
How do we protect and can we publish their names outside tenants who trouble?
that are trouble. People think,
do.
isn't there like that open door
Yeah,
or
open
something like
door.
that? You can.
Yeah, because last year I was dealing with one property in St. Catharines, main floor 2,500 rent, the downstairs 1,500. Cash flow positive property. I was trying to sell. Ultimately, the lady handed over to local agent. So they asked cash for key, main floor tenant 30,000. The rent was 2,500. They said 1 year's rent we need. The lady was a vice president in one company. Husband was a vice president. Lady was a vice principal in a school. Still asked so much of money. The local agent said, I will make sure that your names are published. I mean, as a school, if you are a vice principal,
Yeah.
if you are like, let the parent know about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They reduce it to 1 month. And the challenge was initially the basement tenants they said, okay, we will vacate. And the main floor vacates, we will vacate. The moment main floor started asking 30,000, they said we need 15,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's not a fun world. Yeah, right.
I think the one Sanix and they asked for 20,000 or 15. They stopped paying rent, but they still wanted $20,000 as well.
I'm not so sure that they can. It's open door, isn't it? What's the name of that?
Is it open
Open door,
door?
yeah.
I think so.
Open room.
Sorry,
Open
yeah.
But I don't think they can. I don't think they can just put people's name in open
I
room.
think you have to open case.
you have to have a court case that's been determined. You have to put a judgment number. You can't just say that they wanted $30,000. What's shameful, right?
But
You
I
can't-
believe there's Facebook groups and probably private, smaller groups that are.
They're scared of their name getting out on the social media. So that's how, whether they did it, the agent did it.
It's just some sort of elaborate.
They just knocked the door and the new listing agent. And I will make sure that people know about it, especially the school.
Oh my
managed it. And then she said, no.
Are the landlords trying to sell?
Yeah, they saw.
They did
So
sell.
what did the tenant do? The tenant gave up or no?
Yeah, tenant gave up.
Yeah, they don't want them
Yeah.
there.
Guess it works both ways, right? People say, I'm going to report you. I'm going to go to the Toronto Star. I'm going to do this and that. Well, I guess you can do the same thing back. So
Correct.
interesting.
So scary.
And well, just before this, we did not do a coaching session. We were watching.
Yeah, so Sanik's
current
going to do
soccer
a
game.
summary of the soccer game.
So tell us-
He kiboshed our coaching session.
Yeah, here, come closer to the
Come closer
speakers.
to the camera.
Stand up, please stand up. Please
Here,
stand
come around to
Please
the
stand
corner.
Yeah.
Come.
You have to come
Let's
to the
look right at the
camera.
video what you have wearing.
Yes. Here, give Santa
Come,
my
come. Come join us.
Get in here.
Oh, big sports fan.
Yes. Okay.
Congratulations to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, you are our hero. You are the mayor of New York. We love you so much. Is there anything you want to say, Steve?
What's behind us?
We got it. Soccer. We have soccer going on in the background too.
Oh.
Sports month. Sports month.
Wait, was that on the whole time?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
Can we turn oh.
let's turn that off for our YouTube video. I think.
Oh, really?
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait.
But the game's starting in like 2.
Yeah, well, you know.
Carolina also.
I didn't know there was anything playing behind us.
Carolina.
Okay, we'll make it a quick meeting then, so you can get back to your.
That's
Okay, so what else is happening in sports?
Carolina won.
Did you see the orange bag that's gonna go famous now?
What one?
Jordan Woods, one of the wives of the Knicks players, had an orange bag,
Yeah.
and now she's probably gonna be rich because they call it the
lucky bag.
the good luck bag, and it's her own brand, so she's probably gonna be rich now.
The parade is on Thursday. I might not be here.
Okay.
I might go to New York.
All right.
In New York.
Go to Freddy.
I thought you were a Raptors fan. What happened?
He's an everything fan.
how the city burned down? I want to be part of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sonic wants to be part of the collective celebration, no matter
you
where in the world it's happening.
Did you see the guy that projected the game from his apartment patio onto a wall, and like everyone in the community got to watch it?
They're all singing.
Yeah,
New York, New
that was a
York.
nice moment.
Was that in New York that did that?
Yeah, some guy just had like a random apartment, and then he just put a projector on like a building like behind us, and then the street just came in and watched it for free from some kid just playing it.
This is 53 years in the making.
It's true. It's a big deal. Some positive. In
So
the
I mean, there's hopes for the Leafs eventually.
No, there's no.
Oh.
No.
How are the Jays doing?
Jays are okay.
They're okay, not
Very well
great?
with The Yankees this weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
We
It's not our
I
year.
think the prices are gonna go down. then?
no.
Okay.
No.
So did anybody invest in the other sport, the stock market, SpaceX?
I did not, but I have friends who did.
I don't think they'd be here if
No?
they did. They would be sitting. in the
Nobody bought the SpaceX stocks?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
No. Do you wish you did or no? I don't know. I mean, the IPO was up. I'm not sure what's done since then.
It's at 175.
It's up 12% today.
We're doing a live search.
So the Toronto stock market's up 0.85%. So,
So is that because of that or the other news that came out today?
and the other
with our
news is
deal?
that's right. So the bigger news today, I think, the better news today is that Rand and U.S. have decided to come to some kind of agreement. Still got that wild card there. The other guys, they're not part of that agreement, so I'm not sure how that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But they're going to open up the strait, and apparently they're going to start shipping oil and stuff like that, and it should drive the prices down. It should be something to settle things down, right?
60 days to resolve.
They signed on
yeah.
Friday, so if they sign on Friday, then way to go. I mean, you can't trust. I don't trust either side, anyways. So as long as you do something, as long as you get something going on, I mean, somebody's going to do something, and who knows? The other party, the third party, might screw everything up too. You don't know.
Yeah, they still are not really. They're kind of screwing up the negotiations.
But for us, I mean, that's important. It's important to get that behind us because that the cost of gas. I mean, what was it, like $2 a liter or something there? I think it's starting to go down now. They say it might go down to $1.50 a liter, maybe in a couple in about a month or so. They say it's going to take about 3 or 4 or 5, 6 weeks to work its way through. But the bigger one is more important for us is the tariff, and that's supposed to be on July the 1st. But I don't think anything's going to happen there. And after July 1st, if they don't agree to anything, then I think it automatically goes on some type of year to year with a 6-month notice. Either party can get out with a 6 months notice. So it's almost like rental and they go to a month to month type thing. But what else are they holding? They're holding up that Windsor Bridge as well. I mean, this is all the whole big mess thing. It's just, I don't know. And you can't argue with these folks, right?
It was not getting rained.
What was that UFC last night? Did that get rained out or did they actually do
they
it?
actually did it.
That was for his birthday
I
or
didn't
no?
want it. I didn't care.
It was a pay for click. Who's gonna? Why would you?
No, they were doing it for. So if you just signed up for Paramount, that's for.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought it was pay for viewing or something there because I'm thinking, how's Trump gonna make some money out of that?
He sold these commemorative coins. That's how he made money.
Did he sell any?
He's an idiot.
It's so. Yeah.
To buck it up for 3 more years.
Yeah, that's it. We just got to wait it out. But we don't want to wait. We want things to move forward, right?
No, like we've been waiting for 3 years.
Last week, the interest rates stayed at 2.25. Did anybody expect any difference?
No, that kind of makes sense now. I think it's going to be held again too.
You're going to talk about that too?
No, it's the same thing.
Right. So they're talking about increasing.
I know I've been hearing increases.
That was the flavor last week, but now this week with the news today, I think they're talking that it might be able to stabilize without increasing, but it depends because inflation still hasn't lowered. So
I heard recession this morning.
I keep reading not quite recession, but as close to recession as possible, but weak.
I
not
heard
recession.
it's a technical recession.
Technical recession. I think it depends on what newspaper.
Technically, you do have a job, even though you're not working.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. So the economy is weak, but clearly not in recession, but weak. That's,
Mhm.
it depends. But I mean, it's better
That's
than
good news. Oh,
it is
yeah.
what it is. I mean, everyone's waiting for something, and now we've been sort of consistent this whole year, so that's the good thing.
What are your clients thinking? Who's got buyers out there? Buyers thinking about waiting, not waiting?
We're gonna wait till the World Cup is done.
That's what,
So what?
that's from the buyer's agent is saying that. Buyer's
I was
agent.
Oh, you're waiting for
Yeah.
I heard everybody saying they're waiting for hockey to get over, and they're waiting for basketball to get over, and now
It's over now, isn't it?
And now it's all over. Now they're waiting for this
Doing a
too,
lot of
right? So
waiting.
There's a lot
Waiting
of
for the
waiting.
weather to warm up.
Waiting.
For summer.
We have tons of buyers that want to buy, and there's just not a lot of nice stuff out there. They don't want to renovate.
We keep saying that the bungalows is the hardest one right now for
Bungalows
the
are so
seniors
hard.
that want to downsize.
And I don't know if these are like strategies that we're seeing, but we saw somebody list a property with only exterior photos. So we're like, okay, like, is it mysterious? Is it nice? Or maybe they're just not ready. I don't know. And then they kind of didn't delay showings, but you couldn't do showings the next day. Showings started on a certain day. So then we booked the showings and then all the photos came out and then we went in and it wasn't as nice as we kind of felt like we were hyped up to look at something really nice. And then it was kind of just average.
I feel like that's not their
I
strategy.
don't think it was a
But like we
strategy.
could keep an eye on their listings to see if it's a strategy.
Whatever
I
one
think there's
did
just a
work.
delay in photos.
Then we were just
something.
underwhelmed. Like you delayed the showing, so now we're like, now we're hyped up, and then we walked in and we were kind of underwhelmed. So I don't think it was meant to be a strategy, and
Yeah.
they just weren't ready.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Everyone's
that
got clients with bungalows right now. This is a good time to talk to them about selling them because they're very highly needed.
Yeah.
But I don't think people are going to sell the bungalows because that's where they.
Yeah. For like,
For this scenario is very common. At least I see
Yeah.
very common.
Did they delay the photos?
No.
no, just
Overall,
looking for.
all the
Oh,
It's working though, right? Sorry?
It's working, right? It's working.
he's talking. No, he's not talking about that.
I mean, at least 3 bars I'm working with, and everywhere, whatever property we see, any property which is good, it has offered it.
Yeah, that's right. Anything that's done,
Offer rate, yeah.
yeah, it's quite competitive. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle. But
Interesting.
I think the buyers want to buy. They're out. The ones that have serious been saving, they want to do something. They just can't find that perfect house yet.
So I was saying last week, though, I don't know whether the agents are not educating the buyers or not, but we had condos that should be selling for like $520, $510 or something. There we get an offer for $410, $420. And then the question is to the buying agent, what's your comparable? And the buying agent, their only answer is it's a buyer's market.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
like,
the worst is that they're bringing
It's
clients
like
in.
it's not like there's no comparables, it's just the buyer's
Yeah.
market.
Well, the worst is they're bringing the clients in that have an $800,000 budget to $900,000 homes, and then they're offering just saying, "Well, that's all we can afford." But we're like, "That's like it's not what it's worth. Like it is worth the 900 range. So if you have clients in the 800, like what are we doing over here? Go to the semis. Like there's
Mhm, like, there's options.
so like
right?
they're all getting mad at us because they're giving these crappy offers, but so then it's bad for the sellers to see that too. But
Mhm.
I've had 2 offers on unique condos, and I don't think I'm actually wrong with pricing, but
That's a lot.
they're still in 2025 pricing.
Yeah.
Like in my opinion.
It just depends. Like we're getting offers on day 0 for 150 under asking. You're like, it just got listed. Like give us a minute to breathe. But if it's been on the market for like a month or so, then that's when the sellers should start.
Yeah, but then they're
Dropping.
talking at like 10 or 20.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah.
And like Facebook Marketplace, and you're trying to sell a car for 5,000, so it'll be like, oh, no,
Yeah. Pickup only. It is true, and I'm seeing price reductions too, like 10,000, even 20,000. It's still like the gap's too much. It's it's not cutting it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you guys think the market is at the bottom now?
I think so.
I think that's right there.
I think it's right there because I think it has bottomed out. I think that's it. I don't think it's gonna. I think we're done.
Everything's getting
Because you look at the new condominiums, for instance, they cannot physically build them for any less than what they're
They
asking to know. Now they can't. The costs are too high, so the condos have they've reached their bottom.
Yep.
Inventory last month, even though it was active listings last month, it's gone up now. But active listings last month was 26,000. It's down 13% from last year. So there's less inventory now than there was this time last year.
Yeah.
And new listings came to the market. New listings were actually down almost 19% from last year. So active listings are down and new listings are down. That means supply is tightening up,
Yeah.
right? And if supply tightens up, that's going to increase demand.
Yep. And something that we didn't think was going to happen, because I think we thought by this time we'd be closer to like 30, 32,000, in which case it would be more balanced. But yeah, I can feel it's a bit tight based on what people are looking for. And based on stories we're hearing about multiple offers in random cities.
Right. So I don't know whether it's what's going on there. But as far as sales for the first 7 days, let's say in June, we're at 28,000 active listings. So it's gone up a little bit from the beginning of the month. 11,000 are condos, 16,000 are freeholds, vacants. About 31% of properties are vacant right now. 39% of condos are vacant, 26% of freeholds are vacant. Sales are up 2% from last year. And last year, for the whole year, we did 6,200. So we're about 2% ahead of that. Condominiums are 1% ahead and freeholds are 3% ahead. Sales over asking, we're talking about multiple offers, percent around 20%. It's been 20% for a while now, I think, right?
Yep.
But for freeholds, it's 24%. So 24% of all properties are selling for over asking. Now, these doesn't mean that the market's picking up, just means that these are engineered prices, right? These are people that are asked low prices, but still 24%. But on the condo side, only 12% are selling for over asking. So on the condo side, still struggling with that strategy. So if you're trying to think strategy for condos versus freehold, you might want to think about that. Daily 217 per day. Right now, months of inventory is about 4.3 months of inventory, but it's 5.4 for condos, 3.8 for freeholds. So freeholds is down 3.8. So it goes back to what I'm saying again. I think maybe the bombs picked up or bottomed out a little bit because we are sitting with 3.8 months of inventory.
For freeholds, yeah.
For freeholds.
That makes sense.
All right, so I'm thinking maybe that's the case as well. Now, I'm not suggesting that $1 million property that's valued at 800, it's not going to sell for $1 million, but the 800 seems to be where we're at, right?
That would put us into just beneath a bounce.
Mhm.
Like that's more in a seller's market.
So the reason why I'm saying that is if you've got a buyer that's waiting for what?
prices to
Prices to drop. I think we're there. I mean, look, we're talking about this Scarborough Bungalow here for $750,000. I mean, that property in 22 would have sold for
nine.
900 probably. All right, so that's, and then I'm not sure what does a $700,000 mortgage cost?
Like a month.
3,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say 10% down. Let's say a $650,000 mortgage.
Yeah, about 3,400, 3,500.
475, 400K is
So it's a little bit more than renting. I'm getting that. Right?
Yeah, but to rent that house would still be more than that too.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. So anyway, so that's good news then. Compared to May, the first 14 days of May, we're about we're minus 1% for the first overall, but it's up 10% for condominiums and minus 6% for freeholds. So condominiums are actually picking up from May.
Mhm.
So that's good news too. Leases, 16,800 active leases. 9,000 condos, 7,000 freeholds. Vacants, 49%. We know that. It's changed a little bit though. 54% of freeholds are vacant right now. Why would that be?
You can't sell or
Those
rent.
landlords,
They're,
landlords trying to get rid of them.
they're already bought, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. There's more vacant freeholds than there are vacant condos. Leases made are up 2% from last year, and they're up 3% from May. So the everything's sort of settled down as far as I can see.
I know it doesn't feel like good news, but it's better news than reporting a downward trend every single week, right? So
So looking at last month's market watch there, this May was the third straight month of higher home sales compared to the year earlier. So it's a little bit much, 6% or so went up every month. And they're saying here that 6%, 6.3% compared to May and 10% compared to April. And the average sale price was down 4.6. So the average sale price is dropping just a little bit. So the units are steady. They've actually increased, and the prices have come down. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Okay. The prices dropped first, and that's why they're taking off, or more inventory. I think prices are dropping.
I think prices are dropping consistently. And then even right outside the city is where they're falling the most. And that's typical for any sort of market. Anything outside the Toronto will start to decrease first. So even like north of the city, prices are falling 9.5. And then the biggest differences are Peel and Dufferin area. So they're also decreasing faster than what the downtown core. And then obviously we know the worst of all of them is condos, is decreasing faster than any other type of product. So this is all, it's a good thing. Prices do need to come down for people to be able to afford. And now we're thinking, it's not just young people anymore need to be able to afford, it's older people need to be able to afford their next move as well. So this is good for everybody across the board. And you forget too, like older people are not impacted so much as interest rates as young people are, right? These are typically people that don't have mortgages. So they're not ones that are watching interest rates necessarily. They're just watching their own cash flow and how their pension's gonna take into account. And that's why we're seeing a big problem with land transfer tax, because they don't have the mortgage to worry about. It's the land transfer tax that they've got to pay to be able to make a move. So that's going to hurt a lot of people. You get the same thing?
You and I have the same.
I like this poor Brampton, eh? Like people just love to pick on little.
Brampton used to be Scarborough. Years ago, it was Scarborough this and Scarborough that. And you don't hear Scarborough anymore, do you?
Not
Scarborough's
really.
a beautiful place.
Yeah. It's
No, it's Brampton.
Scarborough's a safe. Actually, it's more Ajax you hear about too.
It's true. Ajax is like the new Durham of Scarborough. But yeah, bigger homes, bigger problems. Eh? The bigger the house, the bigger the problem. That's what they're saying, that any of these houses that sold 2022, these big properties, like there was a house that sold for 2.2, nice detached 4-bedroom house in Brampton, just sold this year for 1.25 million. It's a $950,000 loss in a very short amount of time, right? But this was never should have happened. Nothing in that area should have been selling for over $2 million. Like we could barely sell that now in Pickering, in a nice area.
Yeah.
So this isn't the majority of what's happening in the world, but it is happening, right? And the media love to pick up on these one or two instances that it's happening.
2.2 million.
Sorry?
Was that a power sale?
No, it wasn't power sale yet. Probably pretty close, but it was a situation. I think it was a separation. They came out openly, said couple had bought a house. That's happening more now than ever. Divorce rates are probably closer to 60, 65% now, but we're seeing a lot of divorces even in our own clients. But they buy this big property, they get stressed by the mortgage, or, COVID changed a lot of things, decided to get separated, have to sell. And this is what our business is based on when people go through these life changes.
Death, divorce,
had to
and
sell.
diapers.
Maybe they were getting pretty close to not making payments, but they sold it. They must have had enough equity in that 1.25 to clear the mortgage, or something. I don't know how they would have done that. Maybe it's in their separate. Who knows? There's so many things that could happen.
Yeah, they didn't get involved in that. Yeah.
But yeah, the bigger the house, the bigger the problem.
I think in Brampton, the prices dropped from the peak. They dropped more in Brampton than they did most other places.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they're saying Dufferin and Peel were the worst out of all the GTA.
Yeah, so that's
It might have been a different article I saw that in too, but it's pretty significant.
But this poor couple here, they bought this place in 22 February, which was the peak. They paid that, over $2 million for it. They just sold it for 1.25. They're saying here that there's several mattresses in the basement. So I think a lot of people in Brampton, what they're doing, they're turning these big houses into rooming houses.
It's fair. And it probably worked for them.
And Brampton at the time had that immigration with the student visas and the international students, and it was packed, and they're just renting out these rooms. So this thing here was a moneymaker for this guy at the beginning. Who knows? It's a 3,000 square foot house. So he probably put, I don't know, half a dozen people in there paying $1,000 each. I don't know what are rooms ready for now. $700 for a room. So you know, so you fill a whole bunch in there. So they're this whole thing was a moneymaker for them, really.
Yeah,
That's too bad.
it is too bad. Yeah, this according to TerraNet, Toronto and most surrounding regions saw over 20% of properties that were purchased in between the years 2022 and 2023 have since sold at a loss. And this is kind of what's screwing up our buying market right now, because when we're looking to buy, it's kind of like we're looking at when that house was last sold to determine our chances of getting it. Because if we know it was bought 2022, 2023, high chance our buyers aren't going to want to pay that price. So then you've got to look at who bought it before that. And it's weird. Makes it weird for negotiating and trying to figure out who's motivated and who can I really buy from. It's getting complicated. Oh yeah, here, Dufferin County, Peel had the highest rate of loss, as well as Cottage Country. So they're expecting losses of about 25% since the peak as well. But everywhere outside the Toronto core is experiencing this. Saying power of sales are up 400%. I was tracking it earlier today. We had 20 more listings since last week. So it doesn't seem crazy when you compare it to 28,000. But they're comparing it, these stats are what power of sales have actually sold. So it looks like from a year earlier, about 2,100 sold through power of sale versus 2025, about 2,900. So there is a significant amount of sales happening through power of sale versus the amount of listings coming up. So that is a trend. But then I was looking at a graph, like 2025 is high compared to 2024, 2023, 2022. But we also had really high power of sale rates 2015, 2016, 2017, even more than what we had last year. So be careful when you're reading about power of sales and doom and gloom, because we actually had way more in 2015 than we did today. And you'll know more, because this is right around when we got into the business. So.
Is anybody involved in the power sale? Anybody have any clients looking for power sale, or you understand power sales? Anybody get involved with them? Power sales? No, not selling properties. Okay. I've mentioned this before, but I want to just remind you again that the banks, Bank of Canada, like all the banks, the major banks, when they do power sales, they pay off the debts, they pay off the outstanding taxes, they clear the title so that they can give clear title, so you can get a mortgage on it. But nowadays we've got these private mortgage lenders. And they have no rules, and they're saying that the buyers have to pick up any liens or any outstanding taxes.
Which is wild. That'd be like your vacant home tax, any liens.
So I'm saying this to the experienced people that do power sales. Experienced people in the past, it was pretty much done. You're going to get clear title where you go. But nowadays it's changed. So you got to look and see who the lenders are. If it's private lenders, they want the buyer to pay for any back taxes and extras. So you got to be very, very, very careful.
It's not talked about, so it's not something they openly tell you. It's all written in the fine print of their
here
schedule.
it is. Pray you don't see it.
That's right. And they're trying to sneak it.
Like, yeah, they're like, here it is. It's a long document too.
Yeah. Don't be scared of power sales though. Like it can be done. You need to have a bit of guts and you have to be a bit resourceful. You may have to have a good lawyer involved, but it can be done whether you're on the seller side or the buyer side. You just have to be very careful and thoughtful, and we use clauses to our advantage, but they can be done. So don't be scared and don't hide from us as brokers, managers. Like, let us know if you're getting involved, because we'll help you, because we're seeing it happen right now. And it's as easy as putting in seller conditions for the seller client to go back and just make sure that they can actually clear the mortgage, or, it could be a combination of things, but don't be scared of them, because it could be a good deal for you.
And in Canada, when you sell a power sale, it pretty much sells for market value. It doesn't sell for anything cheap. A lot of people, like in the States, you try to buy foreclosures, buy them cheap. In Canada, it doesn't quite work that way. It's pretty much going to sell for what it's supposed to sell for.
Like within 20,000, 10,000, it's going to sell for exactly what market value is. So they want their money back. They're not willing to give it up.
No. Or what it also does, if you got $1 million property and it comes to a power sale, the only way that it's going to go for $900,000 is because the kitchen is pooped and there's been rats or dogs or something like that, but eventually it sells for market value.
Even then, it sells for what the market justifies for that type of product. We've had unlivable houses that sell for over $700,000 because they still have a lot in a decent area, and Canada market's still quite strong relative to what's out there. You're still more relevant.
I thought this was curious here. This is Toronto Life magazine. I'm not sure if Toronto Life, I'm not sure if they're left, right, or down the center. I don't know. But anyways, it says here, nearly 1 in 10 Toronto mortgage holders won't qualify to refinance next year. What do you take from that headline?
Next year?
year.
Nearly 1 in 10 Toronto mortgage holders won't qualify to refinance next year.
No
It's
one
like
needs to
10%.
refinance, just keep it on track.
Yeah.
But we were
Just
we
So-
talked about this
New.
2 weeks ago too. These are people. They it's tricky with their wording because they're saying qualifying for refinance. What it should say is qualifying for renewal next year.
No.
or if they
That's
want to
not-
shop
oh, yeah,
around the
that's true.
rates. Yeah.
What they're saying here is if somebody is over leveraged, they can't borrow more money out of the house. They can't take more money out of the house. They can't take a refinance out of the house. They can't take more cash because the prices have dropped. So what they're saying here is 10% of all properties cannot refinance because there's no equity. That's what they're saying. So it almost sounds like 1 in 10 people can't afford to renew their mortgage. No, it's not the case. Because if you renew your mortgage, unless it's a private lender, basically they just send you they send your client the renewal. The client picks a plan, accepts it, and sends it back, and that's it. There's no qualifying. You don't have to requalify. All right.
Unless we were talking about though, if it was a private lender and you lost your job in the meantime, they might not have
Well, a private lender will say after 1 year, 2 years, the mortgage is due. You have to pay it off. Now you got to refinance to pay off that mortgage, and you can't do it because there's no equity. So it's a real dangerous thing.
Yeah.
But why do people want to refinance? For what purpose?
To renovate, reinvest.
Some people treat their house as an ATM.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think most Canadians treat their house with an ATM. Yes.
All right. So
Reconstruction condo.
Yes. I know a lot of people that got hurt in that situation because they took out like HELOCs off their mortgages at low rates to do major renovations. And at the time when rates started going up, they actually got letters that said, we're actually pulling back your line of credit. You don't have that anymore. Meanwhile, they'd already signed architect contracts with contractors and like the money's gone now, but now they don't have that buffer they used to, some dollars. That happened to a couple people I knew in the last 2 years. So the refinancing became really lucrative because you could refinance a big portion of your equity for pretty cheap, but it's more challenging now. And it should be challenging. It should be as easy to do that. I was reading that in terms of rentals, finally, Nova Scotia surpassed BC for the highest average asking rent. But that's because they're renting 2-3 bedroom units. So they're renting bigger units, but the average rent overall has increased Nova Scotia. It's overtaken British Columbia as one of the highest average asking rent for purpose-built apartment and condo rentals. So British Columbia was averaging about $2,300 and Nova Scotia just got up to about $2,343 just in May. And that makes sense because you've been there and it's expensive to be in, especially in Halifax, right in the city. But I think people are still favoring that because they're getting more space for what they're paying for. So they'd rather go to a different province, get more space. You get a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom for more for what you would pay for a studio or 1-bedroom in British Columbia, let's say. So it says that about 48% of the units available in Nova Scotia are 2 or 3-bedroom units. So have a big percentage of their share. Yeah. But average asking rent in all of Canada has declined about 4.7% in all of Canada. And I know Toronto is seeing about 6% of that decline just in Ontario alone. So that's a good thing also for affordability as well. Rents do have to go down. It makes sense. It's obviously more pronounced in the condo market and very pronounced in studio apartment rentals. Even your purpose-built rentals, those asking prices have been coming down. And that comes with more incentives that they're offering to people to try to get them in, and that's causing the average rent to go down as well. So we still have a bit of an issue with supply for bigger units in Toronto because that's what they're looking for.
Does anybody collect air miles here? The old days there, air miles.
That was a great program and we used to do that.
Yeah, so they changed the name now. They're called Blue Rewards. So so apparently they're not doing as good as they used to be, right? So Blue Rewards.
Didn't we used to get air miles when they bought a house, sold a house?
Well, we had to buy them like 50 cents each. That was yeah. How about new homes? Did anybody go by any new home builders on the weekend? Do you notice it's happening, not happening?
They're selling quite
So the HST is helping them quite a bit then?
There's a huge people lineup.
Huge lineups? Okay, good. Do you think these people are end users or you think they're investors again? Oh, they have to be end users.
Attractive, like,
Down 13%.
$5.99.
Really?
Every year in Durham.
$399 for a brand new
No, I mean, of course, it's not a brand new detail, but it's
No, I'm thinking about I'm talking about the HST. I'm talking about the HST rebate for new builders. That's what I'm thinking about.
What are you thinking about?
The HST, well, the HST rebate for when somebody buys a new place.
Yeah, there is a bit.
And the builders, you tell me the builders,
Like you said, 24,000 at the the closing, and in the renting, they have to give it to them.
but my question is, do we find any activity? Do you find more activity at
There's a
the,
lot of it. That's what I said.
at the, well, you said resale too, but so the builders, right?
Or builder, I'm talking about builder.
And like back to my other question, do you know any builders that's selling brand new at 399?
Yep.
Really? Okay.
For condo?
Studios.
Yeah, it's a townhouse.
Townhouse.
But outside where? What area?
Durham.
Durham. Townhome? 399?
I would Brooklyn, maybe Newcastle, Coder.
Brooklyn is
That's a good-
489. Brooklyn is 489.
The landing in Whitby was so unreal.
Yeah.
So much townhouses? No.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
no,
Okay.
I
I
know about one.
So I'll buy 10 of them.
Yeah.
Really?
So they sold a 3 lot. They sold about maybe more than 100 townhouses.
Wow. That sounds like a good price, doesn't it?
That sounds real.
That sounds like what the price should be of something in that area. It's far. You guys been to Newcastle? And I'm like,
Newcastle's really far.
it's very far. So
I
that
went
makes
there last
sense. Actually, that sounds expensive still, to be honest.
Buyers out there, all they're looking for the nice deal, good deal.
That makes sense, as they should. I'm still hearing like from our own people that it's kind of confusing still what the builders are telling them in terms of the process. And I'm still seeing a column with a price without HST and then a column with, and then an asterisk at the bottom saying at the time, it's that's what I'm
So
seeing.
they're showing that? Okay, they're showing the discount?
They're showing a
marketing.
discount with an asterisk at the bottom saying this is at the time of print and could be subject to changes and hasn't been passed yet and.
Yeah.
So I'm still finding a lot of confusion with that. But I just think that's maybe just not our world. We're in an urban area selling resale predominantly.
So what, going back to pre-construction, we have a handful of deals that never close, right? So that never close, and the agent, they would have bought these back in 21, I guess, 21, 22.
So these are not projects that get canceled. These are where the client
This,
cannot close.
this is where the client can't close. And a lot of these clients were, let's say, from Iran, and Iran, everything was shut down. They couldn't even communicate there, so that was some problem. But a lot of these places aren't closing. So what a lot of consumers are doing, they're just saying, okay, here's my deposit. I can't close, and that's the end of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking that they need to get legal advice. You just can't just give up your deposit, and that's the end of it, because the builder's going to take your deposit. Plus, they're going to sell the place for maybe they're going to sell it for a loss, and they're going to sue you for the loss as well. So that you can't just give up, and your client just can't give up. He's going to maybe get some legal advice. Unfortunately, if you got paid, like usually you got paid after 90 days after having the first deposit done, or the firm deal, you got paid the first payment, and the last payment was paid on registration. But the builders want that money back. So in some cases, there's some agents have to give money back, and some commissions were like $20,000 a crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's money's come back. Fortunately for us, the agents that got involved in this have other deals that are closing, so things are covered. But be careful there too. And when you guys signed the co-op agreement, when you guys signed the agreement for commissions at the time, it very clearly said there that this thing doesn't close, you got to pay us back. So it's not a secret. It's not like, oh, I'm surprised. But anyways, here we are.
That's
But-
why you don't take the commission. Just take the commission when the deal is closed.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a
Said
broker,
no agent ever.
as a broker, you can't believe how many people came to me threatening me that you got to pay me, you got to pay me, you got to pay me.
I can't imagine an agent saying, "Don't worry, just hold that. No
Maybe
problem."
in 5 years. I promise. Yeah.
My clients are okay, but nobody would have guessed a war. Nobody guessed all these other things.
No.
So Bob Aaron wrote an article here, and it may affect. And this is why I'm telling you, you need to get legal advice. So these guys here, same situation. They couldn't close. The builder resold the property for a loss. He took their deposit and he sued them for the difference. So they went to court. These guys are fighting. Bob Aaron wasn't involved. Bob Aaron's just talking about it. But he's saying that on the Condominium Act, you have to disclose certain things, and you also have to disclose a tear-down, but you also have to disclose what they call a condo information guide. Does it sound familiar? It's a condo information guide. It's very similar to a what? A RICO information guide,
13 page.
right? 13 page that nobody likes, nobody wants to write. Anyways, this builder did not have the information guide in the package, which is required by the Condominium Act, which called by law. And because he did not have the information guide signed or even sent or received, the court threw it out and the buyer got their deposit back. Do you follow me here? So if you got a client that wants to get out of a deal, they need to hire a lawyer, look at the papers, and is the paper proper?
Yeah.
You follow me there? So just don't give up on, if somebody doesn't do it, tell them, talk to the lawyer and see if the lawyer can find things. There may be a way out, and that could be it.
It'd be interesting. Yeah.
Going back to the RICO guide, your RICO guide is not part of an act, it's part of the regulations. So it's the regulations say you must get the RICO information guide signed, but it's not part of a legal agreement. So if you don't have the information guide, it doesn't necessarily mean that the deal itself is null and void. But the Condominium Act, because it's in the act, it's right in the law itself, it is part of the agreement, therefore they ruled it dead.
If you've done a
So that's kind of good news.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've done a deal, you know what it looks like, because it looks like about 13 pages. It's in blue font. It's written actually by Tarion. It's like similar to our RICO guide, where it's like a template, and it's a bunch of pre-populated text, and it's right inserted into the agreement. It's like a 13, 15 page document or something. So it's in most, has to be in agreements. It's good.
So that's our advice. I mean, if you got a client like this situation, you need to talk to a lawyer and see if they've got all the paperwork done.
Mm-hmm. We had quite the discussion in our WhatsApp group about pets, renting to pets. Did we feel settled about that discussion?
It's just an awkward conversation because we know the law.
We know the law. We know that if condo rules might have their own rules, right? That's the only way that you could really prevent somebody
or
from
allergies.
a pet. So there's lots of other clauses, that you can and can't use. So what a good lease agreement looks like, maybe I'll go through the bad ones. These are clauses that don't hold up. Okay, these are clauses that go against the Landlord-Tenant Board Act that I see all the time, I hear all the time. These are things that won't hold up and cannot be enforced. So asking for upfront rent beyond what the Residential Tenancies Act allows, which is first and last months only, right? So a tenant can voluntarily offer prepaid rent, but you can't ask for upfront rent. Charge pet deposits. They are not legal in Ontario. You cannot, prevent somebody with a pet from moving in, and you cannot charge a pet deposit if you do agree to a pet. Cannot rely on no pets clauses in standard residential leases. They're generally unenforceable other than condo bylaws, allergies, things like that. Cannot demand damage or security deposits. You see this one all the time.
In Nova Scotia, they have them.
That's okay. This is Ontario, so it's
I know, it's
different,
just interesting,
right?
eh?
Yeah. Request excessive key deposits beyond the actual replacement cost. So I'll say, hey, Carly, like the landlord wants to charge $700 for a key replacement.
For a freehold key.
Condo fob, they may have like $150, $200 price tag on it for a fob, but you can't charge more than what the actual replacement cost is. Require mandatory professional cleaning that exceeds normal cleanliness expectations. That's pretty subjective. That's a tough one, but you can't require like a security cleaning deposit. You can't insert clauses that shift all repairs or capital maintenance to the tenants. It's the landlord's responsibilities for most repairs and maintenance. Cannot attempt to charge tenants for normal wear and tear as damage, and cannot include clauses requiring tenants to cover the first portion of every repair. For example, $100, $200.
You can?
You cannot. No.
We do have it.
Not for $100, $200. Right? And not for every single
Like if it's a light
item.
bulb or something.
Yeah, it's a lot lower, right? So what a solid lease agreement looks like is using the Ontario Standard Lease, right? So we use that once you do your offer to lease and you prepare your Ontario Standard Lease, which forms your legally binding lease agreement. Request a reasonable, refundable key or fob deposit limited to the actual replacement cost. Include lawful clauses outline agreed terms such as utilities, smoking restrictions, and where applicable in occupancy provisions. Advise landlords that maintenance and repairs are generally their responsibility. Clarify to tenants that they are responsible for cleanliness and for damage beyond wear and tear caused by them or their gifts. So you think about light bulbs, general cleanliness. and review condo declarations and bylaws as condominium rules may affect pet restrictions and other conditions. So every condo has their own ways in this. But these are things
That was
that
quite an interesting debate we had in the WhatsApp, though.
It's,
So yes, we know landlords are not allowed to reject pets. Do they reject pets? Yes. Do tenants lie about pets? Yes. But like everyone always asks us as brokers what to do. We're like, well, I wouldn't lie about a pet because you're just starting off on the wrong foot.
Correct.
Some landlords are okay with pets, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to you guys what you do in the streets, but
yeah. And if you said no to a pet and they come in and with their pet, you can't, that's not a
can't
reason
kick 'em out,
to
but
evict
it's
them.
not nice.
So even if you had it in the agreement, it's not an enforceable clause unless it was in a condo where it went against those rules, right? But we generally just have to follow the landlord tenant board's act.
90% of the listings release it says no pet, no
Yep.
no pet.
I mean, at the end of the day, it should be up to the landlord. I think that's a really terrible law. Well, if the condo says if you're not allowed dogs in the condo, then you're not allowed. Yeah. But there's a lot of landlords that just don't want pets in their units, and
There's a lot that are okay with it though. Once you present it formally, we saw something that shared a picture like of the dog in a clean house. Like we've gotten where it's like, here's a picture of where we live and where the dog sleeps, and you know that helps your case a lot too. But I would always choose honesty over just trying to put someone in and then getting off the
lying about pets.
I don't think that's a good experience, and especially because we've been in legal cases that still go on with that kind of stuff. You don't want to be doing that just because of a little dog or something. That's no fun. But yeah. You want to talk about that still? Has anybody was a KFC fan? KFC's original founder, Harlan David Sanders. The house is on the market in Mississauga, 1.5 million. It's been renovated over and over since then. They did an extension, and he lived
died
there
in 1980.
Yeah.
It's not his current
Not his current house. It was his previous house. He was there from 65 to 80. Back of the market. Sanic was quite excited. He was a big KFC.
That's great, Sam, because you know when KFC started, he was 60 years old.
Yes.
So if anyone wants some good luck, that house could be it.
I'm sure.
Oh, nice making marketing.
Just a new development happening in the Toronto rail yards. I can't fully vision the space. It's in between. It's above the rail corridor between Bathurst and Spadina. It's a huge space that they're taking. They tried to get it.
What's the name of that building?
This one is,
Is it Ice Terrace or?
Yeah.
yeah, that's where that
The one
big
with the bridge
$14 million, the
condo.
bridge condos.
It's that condominium that has the two towers and has a bridge between the two towers.
Sky,
But
Is it ice?
it's a condo.
It's called. Is it Ice Terrace?
14 Ice Boat.
Ice Boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the infamous
Infamous.
one is Ice.
Ice
Ice
condos is
condos.
on Young, I think. or
Different
York.
from Ice.
So similar area, but different developers. It's this Fengate and Leuna, and it's a 14-acre community, 4,000 new homes, 85,000 square meters of office space, 47 square meters of retail space, access to GO Transit, 2 daycares, 2 elevated urban parklands. This really kind of threw me off because I thought this was a legal limit. There'll be no affordable rental units. Says they're exempt from, because of the law, November 15, 2018, the rental units will not be rent controlled, meaning the landlord can raise rents as much as they want every year. Doesn't this kind of sound like we're going backwards from like our developing? Like, guys, we're supposed to be developing.
I'm not sure why we're doing so
Some
many office
units.
spaces too.
I thought that developers had to meet a certain quota of like affordable, low income segment of housing.
That's if you're building rental units.
Mm.
I don't know. And then they're saying they're doing 12% studios, 62% 1-bedroom units, 17% 2-bedroom, and 10% 3-bedroom. But again, it seems like we're doing predominantly 1-bedrooms, which is kind of going against everything that we've been saying for the past 3 years about what to develop. But they've been trying to get this off the ground for about 10 years now. They've redone what it looks like now. I think they were originally going to do a big deck type park situation, and they said that wasn't going to work. So they've come up with other renderings, and this is what they're going forward with.
No, this is no condos.
No, just condos. Construction's 2028. I don't know when they're still to sell it, but we'll see. I don't know. Doing good ideas for myself.
But just reading this stuff here, I don't know. I mean, this goes back to March. Has anybody looked at create listing videos in minutes with Supreme? Has anybody done that on Realm?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to be a slideshow.
It's just a slideshow that turns into a video.
I think they just take your pictures and like do a zoom in and a thing.
Is that what they do?
For $15, you can go in there and do that.
Oh,
So
I thought it was
free too. You have to pay for it?
pay for it.
for $15, you can instantly create 4 videos up to 2 minutes each. So if you want to do some branding or some videos, check that out on Realm. That kind of went in under the radar. Has anybody used that?
I saw
It pops up when you
It's
add
like
a
that
new
other.
listing.
It's like that other part. I already looked at the listings on MLS and it has a little slider bar, and you can
It was cool for a minute, but
you can pick on it. You can change the inside of the house. You can change the staging on it.
even that one's not right. Like it added windows to one of ours too, so like
And that's too scary.
it's okay.
Okay, just one more thing. Claire had been talking about the 608 Dawes, that apartment building that I think went on fire like twice, 2 different instances they had fire issues.
Oh, it's a different building. So.
It was okay. Well, apparently this building's not. This is owned by somebody who's really well known.
This is on Dawes Road. This is a rental building.
This is totally different. Okay, so similar things that ended up. This building had multiple fire code things that they weren't fixing, multiple complaints. Just been years and years of tenants complaining about this one person, Miss Carolyn Krebs. She owns 2 of these buildings, but she finally got jail time and a hefty fine after failing to comply with all the fire safety requirements. So she has a whole like legal team dedicated to her in that area of tenants complaining and going after this person. So after years and years of complaints, she got fined $120,000. 25% victim fine surcharge, and 15 days in custody. So I didn't realize it was a different building than that one. So there's still issues.
This is a rental building on Dawes Road. The one you're talking about is the condominium 2.9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a good reminder that you guys have to have what were those things we had to do? Carbon monoxide detectors on every floor. I think you have to have fire.
Yeah, every floor there's a bedroom.
Every room, especially if you have a tenanted property. There's so many rules now. So mine's beeping right now currently.
Oh, so you need battery.
My tenant there, I have a carbon monoxide and smoke detector in one of the condos there. So my tenant said it was beeping. So what the tenant did, they unwired the whole thing. They took the wires out, and I said, well, all you had to do was just unplug it and get a new one and plug the new one in.
She like literally just dewire.
So I had to hire an electrician to go down there and rewire the.
Oops.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Afterwards, too, like it would be like, so I'd set the whole thing down.
Yeah.
She unwired it.
That's what she did. She literally the wires were apart.
But you know what I'm talking about. They plug it in the back, right?
Crazy.
Thanks you.
All I had to do was Amazon her a new one, which I did. She had the new one the next day, but then she unwired the.
Oh man. It's not battery operated, I guess.
I'm good.
You're good. Mine's more fun stuff.
Yeah, please.
Okay. We're gonna talk about social media for a little minute. There's 2 new things I wanted to tell you guys about, but I actually just found out this weekend as well. Do you guys have your Instagram? Everyone open your Instagrams. I'm gonna show you guys 2 new things.
I've got Instagram. Here's a Instagram question. I have 3 people on my Instagram. One, 2, and maybe 3.
Oh, you missed a sister.
You better say you have 5.
But also now on my Instagram, I'm getting FIFA stuff. Like I didn't
Yeah, you get
I didn't apply. I didn't invite them. I didn't do anything. Also, it just shows up.
It's what we're talking about it in your phone just heard. You can change that too. I can show you how to change it.
Yeah, that's my question.
All right, so we all
Plus we
have
love electronic bikes, e-bikes. Yeah.
And it comes up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all have our Instagram open. Okay, there's a new thing where you guys can reorder your grid. So if you guys don't like the way your grid is organized on your post, you can grab any photo from your grid and you can move it around now.
That's cool.
Which I thought was really cool because I'm a crazy person. I don't like to have 2 listings back by back. I don't like to have 2 talking heads at the same time. I like to have things mixed up a little bit, but thought that was a cool new feature. If you guys care about what the looks of your grid looks like, you can move things. What's wrong?
What was the first sentence?
First sentence of what?
I'm a crazy person. That's what people do.
She likes to have it organized.
I like my grid organized.
She likes her
I
grid
don't
looks
like to
nice.
have too many houses side by side. We post so many talking head videos, listings, and all of that. And I don't like to have the same type of content posted twice in a row. So you can organize it, or if maybe you had a really good post that did really well 3 months ago, you can actually drag it to the top now so people can see it right when they open it. So I thought that was a really cool one. If you guys like the look of your grids, or if you want to keep a certain amount of photos up there.
The order green, you go there, and then you can move them.
It's pretty cool. I learned that. It was as of June 8th. The other one, who does videos here? You guys like to do videos? There is a new one, or is anyone using the Edits app? Best app you guys should open. It's associated with Instagram, where instead of using CapCut and all of that, it's called Edits. It's associated with Instagram, and you can create your videos there using pretty much the same thing as CapCut, and then it can upload directly to your Instagram. But for all my people that like to do videos, we all know like the hardest part is the scripts, right? When you have a scripted video, and then some of us will copy and paste the script. We'll put it on a side of paper or somewhere, and we're trying to memorize it and look at the camera at the same time. Well, now they have a new teleprompter trick on the Edits app. So when you go to the side of your Edits app, there's a button now with the teleprompter, and you can copy and paste your entire script on there. And then you can live record, and your transcript pops up. So before you had to like buy a teleprompter, or you had to download paid apps to do this. So now it's for free in the Edits app, which I think is awesome, because even I will go on ChatGPT, create a script, and it'll take me like 8 tries, and then I got to edit it all together. So this is actually a really good tip. This guy said it's helped him create a lot more content now, because he's always wanted to do videos, but then when he's got to get the camera out, the teleprompter out, then he's got to sit down and try to like figure out the scripts. By the end of it, he just doesn't even want to do it anymore. So this should help you guys get more confident on camera, and then start to film a lot more videos, because now it's all in one app. Film it, and then you go. So I thought that was really cool.
What is it called?
It's the Edits app I gave you. And then when you open up your camera, there's a little knob there. It looks like a square with like another square inside of it with 8, but it's a teleprompter. I wonder if I can, do you guys have, let's see. I use this app quite a bit now. So when you go to your add edits, there's a plus button, and you click camera. And on the side here now, you'll see teleprompter. And then you can copy and paste like a ChatGPT script and all that. And then just put your camera somewhere, and you can film it, and then the script pops up right there. So if you guys like to have filtered videos while you're filming, it's going to be good. So I don't know when this one popped up, but it's going to be really good. I think Steve's been doing videos. What are you doing right now when you film a video? How do you do your script?
I use something called PigView.
Yeah.
And
It's paid too, no?
Yeah.
So now you can get rid of that app and just use Edit. Edits is free. What's that?
I just read it.
Oh, how much?
Gonna get rid of that guy.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, this just got launched. So the Edits app has everything. It's got the music,
You're following them.
the splits, everything. So I would get onto that.
No.
Okay, another thing for this one's an AI. ChatGPT ads is coming. I think it's here actually. ChatGPT ads for real estate agents. So usually we've been doing Google ads, Facebook ads, and all of that, but now they have ads for us to start posting on. Apparently, if you have the free account, ads pop up now. So I guess we got away with just having free ChatGPT without being bothered by ads, but now you can. It's not being heavily used right now, so this might be a good opportunity for you guys to get into it. And what they're saying is the ChatGPT ads don't work like the Google ads, where you'd have to put in keywords. Like I know when you did with Google ads, when you're going SEO, you would put in keywords like Toronto real estate or whatever it is. But because ChatGPT is such a conversation-based app, they basically go based off of what people are talking about, like in conversation. So a lot of your ads need to be or a lot of the signals that we should be using is like neighborhood research queries, home evaluations, mortgage and finance questions, and agent selection. So you need to, if you're doing an ad, it should be based off of maybe questions that people would ask ChatGPT in conversation, not necessarily keywords. So this is going to be a new one. It's on ads.openai.com is where you create them. And all you do is sign up for the ads.openai.com. You add UTM parameters to every ad URL so you can track the performance. And yeah, it's only been live for less than a month, so not a lot of agents are using it right now. So if you're trying to get ahead of people, maybe look into ChatGPT ads. I haven't like dove into it, but there's that.
Very cool.
I think that's all I've got.
That concerns me with AI. Right now, if you go to Google, you say real estate agents in Scarborough.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a list of
Like all your Google
all,
business.
and the strategy back then was try to be on the first page of a Google search, right? You wanted to be on the first 5 searches. So how you did that, you pay per click, or you SEO it, or wherever it might be. But now, how many people here? Most people here using ChatGPT or AI? You guys, most people here? Is anybody using it now? Do you use it for searching? What do you use it for?
Everything. Therapy.
So would you? So if you say you want to buy a new car, would you go to Google or would you go to ChatGPT?
Yeah.
No, what would you do?
You'd still Google?
My wealth of knowledge, I would just eat my brain. But
Yeah.
I'm buying a car.
But if you want to like compare like a BMW, Mercedes, and
Like, here's-
a Tesla, would
like,
you go to
here's-
ChatGPT and like be like compare these 3 models, and it probably would for you.
YouTube, because YouTube will have all of that.
Yeah.
Too, and what I've noticed recently that ChatGPT or like Claude or the Gemini AI actually comes up in Google.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the wrong dimensions for car stuff. I'm having to like go through the AI stuff.
Yeah.
Practical stuff.
Yeah, it's not right. I was listening to a guy on the radio yesterday, and he was saying he went to AP, and he was creating a trivia question, I guess, for hockey. And he wanted to know who's won the most Stanley Cups. And he went to 3 different AIs, and he got 3 different answers.
Oh, geez.
So he had to go back to the NHL and go to the archives and find out who's actually won the most cups. Right?
That's funny, eh? Well, they're saying 48% of prospective buyers plan to use AI during their home search, and about 75% of them expect it to be part of the process. So that's just, if we're getting ahead of the game here, then you may want to think about getting onto ChatGPT ads if we know that that's where our buyers are going to be. Because they're going to be researching for about 12 months, they say, before they even pick an agent. So they're going to be having conversations with ChatGPT like, how do I save for a down payment? How do I pick an agent? How do I buy a house? So they're going to be asking it questions like that for about 12 months. So if you're in the ad section kind of lingering around, then it might help you get picked up actually from ChatGPT too.
I noticed one ad on Instagram which says House GPT. Sorry, House GPT. So it says all the information about properties and everything.
Yeah.
If I have it sent you.
Yeah.
Check it out. I don't know.
It's probably some agent made a website or something.
Talking about houseme.ar.
House GPT.
No, houseme.ar.
House GPT. House GPT. I'm sure there's going to be tons of apps out there that you guys are going to be competing with.
I tried it over the
You guys will be competing with a lot. Yeah.
Which one did you show?
houseme.ar.
House.
That guy, yeah, it looked not good, and it did not capture what I wanted.
Point is, that's where your clients will probably be playing around with. Okay, that's all I've got other than events.
17, events, yeah.
Okay, so this week we've got Lunch and Learn at the Durham office at 11 a.m. with FIDUS Mortgages. There's about 4 speakers that are going to be coming, talking about alternative lending, reverse mortgages, private lending, and there's another one, but there's going to be 4 speakers. So they're coming in at Wednesday, at 11 a.m., and then we'll probably have lunch right after. I did ask you guys to reserve seats. I think we've got about 42 that are attending. If you didn't reserve your seat, you can still come. I'm just warning you all, there's not that many seats in there, so we might have to divide it up into 2 different rooms. But if you haven't RSVP, please email Sugi. It's on the emails that I've been sending you guys, Suganya, so that she can at least have enough food and all that stuff as well. So that's going to be on the 17th on Wednesday. And then the 18th, we've got Centurion Society for my Centurion Award winners. We're actually going to be hosting it this week. It's at 12 p.m. on the 18th. Steve and Kathy Webster are going to be our speakers representing us, and they're going to be talking about assistance. So that's for my Centurion Society people.
Cool. And July 15th is our family golf day. You can RSVP directly to Ginny. our social media queen.
Was it
And
July 17th?
15th.
July 15th. Okay.
And happy birthday, belated birthday to social media queen Ginny.
25 years old.
25 years old. She went partying on the weekend and went to the hottest party on Saturday, which was Summer House's Kyle
DJ
with
Kyle
DJing. So I know only 3.
Well,
she have a follow?
we're jealous.
She doesn't even know that she went to the best DJ party. Only Susan and the 3 of us know how exciting that is. But happy birthday. And anything else for you?
Don't think so.
Anything online or any houses anyone needs help to sell? I'm sure we all need
Is the
help.
David Greenspan done? No, it's still going. Oh, 6 weeks? It's 12 weeks though, eh?
Is it 12 weeks?
Yeah, I think it's 12 weeks.
Is it
No,
12 weeks because it's every other week?
no. But you already did 6 weeks, and there wasn't like a.
We're in module 6 or 7.
Okay, I think there's 12.
Paper and all. Look.
Okay.
Shop say it's done.
I was gonna say if you didn't end it, then I think it still goes.
I think it goes to like August.
Okay.
I think so.
And then you guys get my back to school right when you get back. Okay, so that's good.
All right. Well, no holidays. Next week's a normal week, I think.
Yep.
Okay. good.
No, this is all disrupted. We have FIFA here.
Yeah, everything's disrupted. now.
Father's
It's
Day.
summer.
It's also Father's Day,
Father's
so don't
Day.
forget about your clients for Father's Day.
Yes, Dad.
Unless you didn't do anything for Mother's Day, then do not do something for Father's Day. So
Keep it consistent.
yeah. Yeah, don't even go there.
No.
All right.
Okay, good. We'll see you on Monday then. Have a good week. Bye.